Okay, so this is just going to be a quick little tutorial that is going to change how you watch the rest of the videos. There was previously a different process for how to duplicate your tasks, and it got the job done, and it was what I was able to do at the time that I made this, but there have since been updates in Notion, and now the process is much easier. So I just wanted to show you what that looks like. So in the rest of the videos, before I have a chance to re-record all of them, I just wanted to show you that you no longer need to do the duplication process that you're going to see in those videos, and you'll just need to click a button as I'm going to show you here. So I am in the Aligned Agent Success Suite. This is the transactions dashboard. And we just want to go, first I'll show you, if you go to edit this template, you'll see that the buttons are in here. So you'll see a button here, and then you're also going to see a button here. There you go. So in the videos, I believe that I have empty tasks here, and then you duplicate them. Well, now that is no longer necessary. This takes just a few seconds. I mean, literally no seconds, actually. And it is right here. So we'll go ahead and just do a buyer transaction just so I can show you. So we'll do a new buyer checklist. Okay, that is a fictional address, obviously. So we'll make the acceptance date today, and the close date, we will say the end of November. Okay, so now obviously you'll want to go and fill the rest of this information in. That part has not changed. Nothing else has changed except what you do here. So we are currently, we're not in a template, we're in a transaction that we just made. We did the acceptance date, we did the close date, and now all we're going to do is click this button. And all of your tasks are right there. These are all the tasks that I have in here that are standard, part of the template, and I tried to make them pretty broad and generic, but obviously you're going to have specific tasks that are more catered to what your workflow is. And I do have a video going over how to customize your tasks, so please look into that in order to change these. I also will go over later, you're going to see all of this, but the formula that these are based off of lives in auto due date. So it is in this one right here. So as I say later, you can change just one or two things. If you just want to change what it says here, it just has to match on the tasks. If you're changing quite a large amount, then I do recommend doing that with AI, or reach out to me. I will be, I believe, offering an extra service in order to customize people's tasks for them. But yeah, so that is a buyer transaction. And that was it. You saw, it took 1 minute. So obviously you'll have your information filled in here. And let's go do a seller transaction real quick. Okay, so same thing, we're gonna go ahead and do a seller transaction. So the only difference here is that you also wanna fill in your listing dates. So you're not necessarily, you'll see that this automatically says under contract. You'll want to decide kind of what your different select options are here. So I use pre-contract, but if you just want to have it in a listing stage, when we are not under contract, I always use pre-contract. But the reason that it's starting from under contract is because this page that we're starting it from, if you start it from the listing page, I don't believe that it should do that. But anyways, it's very easy to change. So we'll do our listing date. So let's say that our listing started August 1st, and all these listings seem to expire the 31st, so do December 31st. Acceptance date, we'll say it was the 15th. Close of escrow date is November 15th. So now we can go ahead and change that back. I just wanted to show you that. So we'll just put it back into under contract, and that should be all the dates that you need filled out in order to use the button. And there you go. Everything will have the date done automatically. And you can go ahead, depending on what stage you're in, if you want to hide the pre-listing tasks, you can just go in here and hide them this way. So I will leave them here for you. We didn't change the name of this. There you go. So you should be all set. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. What this is called is a button. If you needed to edit it for some reason, don't do it in here. You would want to do that in the template where it lives so that I edit it for all of them. But you'll see here, this is what didn't exist before. This page, it could not reference the page that you were on. You had to choose something that already existed, which doesn't really work for a template. So then you have everything in here, and you can always add more. You can change, the properties, and they're all referencing this page, and that is why it works so beautifully. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me, and I hope that you enjoy the product. Bye.